So good morning everyone, just heading out on our first cycle ride from Lochranza campsite. The aim this morning, well the aim today is to do the top half of the island. So from Lochranza we're turning right at the campsite and basically we're going to follow the road right the way around up to the top and then down the west side. We'll go about halfway down the west side before we turn back inland, come across the middle of the island, then turn left again and head back up to the camp. So coming back in we'll follow the road that we came in on the van yesterday. So we'll take you along, hopefully you'll enjoy the ride. So this is the village of Lochranza. We walked up here yesterday, we had a walk in just to try out the local hostelry, which is a community run pub and inn. So it's Lochranza Inn, run by the local community. They also do rooms and food, and I have to say last night, although we didn't eat, whilst we were having a few drinks, it was certainly very busy, and the recommendation is that you book. And judging by the number of reserved tables as the evening went on, so I got to tea time-ish, there was a lot of reserve signs came out and it looked very busy. So yes, the thinking is to make sure you book. And here it is, just on the left hand side, hopefully you can see there, Lochranza Country Inn. So this is as far as we walked yesterday. As we get around the other side, one of the key things we'll need to do is keep our eyes open, not just so that we don't fall off our bikes of course, but to keep an eye on the hills, because it is said that from time to time you do get eagles flying, so we'll hopefully morning we'll get an opportunity to see some, but who knows, it's one of those. And here on the right, just ahead, is the Lochranza ferry terminal, which takes you across to Arran. Now I don't think you can actually book this ferry, I think it's more a case of you just have to turn up and wait, and it's first come first served. So we're just travelling along the northern tip of the island at the moment. So we're 4 miles in. These are the first bits of hills and undulations we've really come across. So whilst we haven't stopped anywhere along here yet, so we were just saying that other than oyster catchers and gulls, we've not seen a right lot of other birdage, but it's probably because it's quite rocky. There's very few sort of sandy areas, sort of your curlews and plovers and things, but we'll keep our eyes open and we'll see. So we've just entered the village of Arran Mill. Now from the campsite apparently this is the closest village it has a sort of general store. The campsite does sell some bits and pieces, including they get fresh meat from the local butchers, which we bought. We bought some yesterday, so we'll be trying that tomorrow morning. So they have the usual sorts of bits and pieces. So the shop is just here on the left hand side, and it's next door to the Lighthouse restaurants. So we're 8 miles into the ride, and this is really the first continuous climb away from the coastline. We're still following the coastline, but we have come in and ever so slightly, and as I say, we're starting to climb. No, that's well, the fucking tyre, isn't it? Got some seals here bathing on the rocks. So we've just left the coast road now and turned towards the centre of the island to cut across to Brodick, which is about a 9-mile journey. So I'm sure we'll have some ups and downs along here. Yeah, I thought it'd be windier. So it was windy around there once it was sort of shaded. I think we'll get it going up the. Here we are, having reached the highest point of our cycle ride at 240 metres, and we have found a lovely lunch spot. This point provides us with some spectacular views over the town of Brodick and reaching right across the bay to the mainland. In addition to the views, we were also lucky enough to spot a golden eagle soaring over the hills. Unfortunately, it was far too far away to pick up on the GoPro, but we did get some great views through the binoculars. From where we are stood now, you can see a trail, and this leads to a lookout point which is also seating, so that's where we'll be having our lunch. that was quite invigorating coming down there after an absolutely superb lunch stop. Well, recommend that if you're passing along this road. So I think when we do the route from the south and come up, I think we'll come up to Brodick and then we'll do this road the opposite way. So we'll have this hill to look forward to. So we've just left at Lochranza. The road we took actually detoured around and brought us out round by the castle. So we're now back on the coast road, which we did yesterday to get up to Lochranza. So we'll make our way along here. Probably got about 13 miles to do. Probably bring you back when we start doing the pass further up. So just up here on the left, we've got the entrance to Brodick Castle and Country Park. Also has its own bus stops there, so gonna come by bus. Yeah. It has a look as a gorilla about it. So now that we came up, we now go down, and then we go right back up across there. And doesn't it look stunning? Well, we've certainly done a few hills today, but then you'd be disappointed if we didn't, really. And we'd be disappointed as well. It's all part and parcel. And the beauty about a hill is once you've gone up it, and it's taking you 20 minutes to climb it, you can enjoy the 2 minutes it takes you to come down the other side. And there we go, almost at the top. Well, probably are at the top, it just undulates up and down a bit here now. Ah, that was stunning really, that ride up there. What an absolutely gorgeous place. I'd have to say, if you've not been to Arran, from what we've seen of it so far, absolutely recommend it. So here's us at the top, and now we head down the other side. About 2.5 miles left back to the campsite. Hopefully you can see where we're heading down to. Wind our way down. I don't know whether the GoPro picks up the colours, but there's some truly stunning colours up here. The sunshine and the shade and things. You know, look at the heather and that, the greens and the bracken. It really is lovely, lovely colours. And still we go down. About 3/4 of a mile now back to the site, so we've not got far to go. And here we go, last little bit. I don't know whether I realised it was downhill when I came in the motorhome when we came in yesterday. Isle of Arran Distillery, 150 yards, that's just outside the campsite gates really. We'll be visiting there on Monday morning, I think, before we move on. You can't not go to a distillery. We don't do the tours now because we've done quite a few of those, but do like to buy a bottle or two. Did you enjoy that? It's lovely, that, wasn't it? Really nice. Very pleasant indeed. Might have an ice cream when we get sorted. Might do. Might have an ice cream when we get sorted. Good. Yep. Morning everybody. Heading out again this morning on a little walk. Weather's certainly changed today. A lot cloudier, a lot cooler than yesterday, so we were very fortunate we did our cycle ride yesterday, I think. I'm not sure we'd see much, no, certainly not from the height we were. As you can see behind me, probably, there is certainly a lot of low level cloud that keeps coming in and coming out. So we're just heading off up to Lochranza, and then we're taking a little walk along the coast. We'll see how far we get. I think probably look to do about 8 or 9 miles. So if we see anything as we go along, we'll certainly bring you along. Yeah, so we're just walking across the golf course now, along the path from the campsite. It's all signposted, so you can't go wrong. And hopefully he's picking up the deer across there.
6 of them.
Yeah. Don't seem overly bothered about our presence, but I'm sure they're used to it.
And we have just passed a little man whose job it is to pick the poo up all day.
Yeah, he goes round. He seems to spend his time walking round with his little shovel and buckets and shoveling up the reindeer muck on the campsite and the golf course. So yeah, hopefully you're picking them up. So across the bay there, just seeing the ferry come in. That's the one that runs across to Glenegg. Just offloading. As we said yesterday, I think that's just a turn up and wait, or turn up and go. You can't pre-book. We keep seeing what we think is an eagle up on the range of hills behind us. Just that too far away with the binoculars to pick out with our limited expertise, but we're pretty sure that it is. So we're just watching a couple of oyster catchers out there, and there's a red shank as well. So we just had a bit of lunch and we've just turned around and headed back because where we were thinking of walking, the path's got washed away, so you've got to climb up, and quite a steep climb, and that we're not really that bothered about that today. So we're going to head back and then we're going to go down into Lochranza because we want to go and see the castle and get a few photos. So we've just come away from the coastal path as we head back, and we're taking a route that sort of takes us over the top So we've climbed up a bit, not too far. And then I think, looking at the map, it tends to level out. And we basically follow parallel to the coast. But at a higher level. It looks a well-trodden path anyhow, which is always a good sign. It does level out.
Yeah.
He says fingers crossed. Yeah, you never know. Anyhow, as we always say, we've climbed up, so at some point we'll have to go down. We did stop back there to take our coats off, well, not our coats but our fleece tops, because it was quite sheltered. Might be stopping and putting them back on soon. Not sure whether you'll get this, and again it's probably too far away. We've got an eagle on top of the ridge there. Just been attacked by a crow, as they often do. I'm not sure that there's a lot to see. Seen better days as the old barking house. Down to the castle, Lochranza castle. Not a large castle. So we walked around there, at the bottom, and then across sort of the middle line.
Across that line
where those telegraph poles and houses are, yeah. So I think that sort of concludes our walk around Lochranza and various other places today. So we're just heading back to the site now. Get some showers, freshen up, cup of tea, slice of cake, and then that'll about do us for the rest of the day. Tomorrow we don't need to be off the site till 12, so the plan is we'll get up, have a leisurely morning, get sorted, leave just sort of 12 or just before 12, because we can't get on the other site until 2, which is Seal Sands, and driving wise it's not that far, so we'll leave here about 12, and then we're going to go across to the distillery, which is literally just across the road. Decent sized car park, so we'll pull in there, give us the opportunity to have a good look around the distillery. Might even purchase a bottle or two, and then we'll head on down and see where it takes us from there.